A title, Emergency Housing. Alice Ghareib, Director, Doves Program, Area Agency on Aging, Region 1, Arizona.
Can you imagine perhaps a 69-year-old who has bad arthritis climbing up a ladder to a top bunk? There's the physical layout of the actual housing that you need to consider. What we did in our program is we reached out to assisted living facilities, adult foster care homes, and even some skilled nursing centers to help provide emergency housing to older victims of abuse. It made sense to us because these communities are already equipped to meet the needs of older victims. Their staff has been trained in being able to meet the physical needs and even the emotional needs of an older victim. So that's one of the things to consider. Sometimes our emergency housing programs require their participants to do chores, for example. This could cause a hardship for an older person. And also one thing I kind of preach is nothing is set in stone. And so having the provision of being flexible and working outside the box could mean a lot to an older individual.
Kathi Church, Case Manager, Seattle Aging and Disability Services.
These individuals often have needs, special needs for mobility. They might need a wheelchair ramp. They might need a place that doesn't have stairs. They might need a shelter or an environment where it's permissible for them to have a caregiver come in, perhaps, and offer them some personal care that they need. Some seniors also get really overwhelmed by the energy level of children in your average domestic violence shelter. They don't feel understood. They're maybe put in with a group of 20, 30-something-year-olds that are experiencing domestic violence, but who are at a completely different point in their lives with perhaps completely different goals. And there's this chasm between the two groups. And so they're not very well served by the shelter systems as they're in place now for domestic violence victims.
LaTrice Hogan, Consultant, formerly Director, Milwaukee Women's Center.
We have to be aware of exactly where this facility is located, the accessibility. Where's the front door? Where's the back door? Where's the elevator? Where's the cafeteria? I mean, things that we usually do not think about with traditional younger domestic violence victims. How will they be able to receive visitors? Can they receive visitors? Do they have their own phones? Where are their phones? When they have individuals, sometimes individuals with medical conditions, sometimes in shelter settings, do they need someone to come in to help them? Is it going to be okay with confidentiality issues around people coming in to help them with their daily needs, just being able to prepare for the day if there's a specific medical need? One thing we have experienced, that we had a victim come in with her dog, and she was blind, and it was really something for our agency, but we were like, she needs to come with her companion. And so we figured out a way. The elder rooms are singles, and her companion was with her, and that helped her ease her during that process. The other thing is about we have these set meals, and we have these set menus and these set schedules, and we have to be aware of that. That may not be conducive to an older victim. When we wake people up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, chores, things like that we have, and the people that are providing the services. Do we have individuals that are older providing the services to the women that are in the shelter? And trying to make it as comfortable for them as possible, and also allowing them to navigate that process of what they need while they're in emergency services. We also may have to consider extended times. We have these windows sometimes, 22 days, 30 days, 60 days. And sometimes if someone's leaving their own home, we need a longer period of time.
Logos appear. NCALL, www.ncall.us. Terra Nova Films, terranova.org. Funded by the U.S. Department of Justice, Office on Violence Against Women and Elder Justice Initiative. www.justice.gov/elderjustice. A disclaimer. This project was supported by grant number 2014 AXTA K050, awarded by the Office on Violence Against Women and by the Elder Justice Initiative, U.S. Department of Justice. The opinions, findings, conclusions, and recommendations expressed in this program are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Department of Justice, Office on Violence Against Women, or the Elder Justice Initiative.